This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, the banks are in deep trouble, and the federal government knew it. So what did they do? They pushed $500 billion into the reverse repo in order to prop it up because they knew what was going to happen. And the reverse repo, if you look behind me, is sitting at $473 billion. Okay? And this is after the Feds pumped $500 billion into the reverse repo. So had the Feds not found $500 billion to put into the reverse repo would be negative $27 billion right now. It would be in the red. This tells me that the Feds see exactly what we see. They saw exactly what we saw. They knew that the bank's liquidity was drying up. They knew that the banks were hanging on by their fingernails. And if the banks are hanging on by their fingernails, the naked shorters of AMC, GME, MULN, NEO, and a whole bunch of other stocks were hanging on by their fingernails also. And then the Fed stepped in to save them by putting $500 billion into the reverse repo to make it appear that everything is fine, that the bank's liquidity is getting better. The bank's liquidity is not getting better. In fact, it's getting worse. The Feds are always bailing out these greedy people. The Feds are always bailing out these greedy bad actors. They make a lot of bad decisions. They make bad investments. And when the investments go against them, then they start breaking the law in order to stay afloat. And the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI are fully aware of what they're doing. Because if we can see it and we have limited resources, the FBI, the DOJ, the SEC sees everything. They just choose to practice willful blindness while the biggest financial fraud in the history of the planet goes on their watch. So when these Feds or these banks or these naked shorters try to make us think they can do this forever, they can't. The Feds put $500 billion into the reverse repo, and now it only has $473 billion, which means but for the Feds pushing that $500 billion in, the reverse repo would be at minus $27 billion. I mean, it's absolutely crazy how much fraud and corruption is in the United States stock market. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think the reverse repo would be red if the Feds had not propped it up with $500 billion? And who knows where that came from? Anyway, have a great day. God bless. And I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.